Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 209. Started today off with a little bit of sprinting. Decided that I'd do some more extended distance sprints today. Still working mainly on acceleration, but today I think I must have done 25 meters. I don't actually have a tape measure long enough to measure out the distance between the cones, so usually I just do like X number of strides. I know that roughly one of my strides is about a meter, maybe a yard. So I sort of walked about 27 paces, sort of to account the difference. I know that my strides are probably less than a meter, so it's not the most accurate thing, and I'm also not measuring the times, but it's all about the intent. As long as you've got the intent there, it doesn't really matter what the weight is on the bar, what the distance is that you're sprinting, within reason, of course. It's all about maximal effort, intensity, stimulus. So if you're sprinting as hard as you can and you're doing it for a short enough distance, then you're going to have the right stimulus in your body that's going to tell your body to adapt in all the ways that you want it to. So and it was the same thing I was thinking today with these front squats that I did after this. So that's the next thing I did in the workout after these throws. I was thinking, this is way lighter than the weight I've done in the past, but it feels heavy. As long as it feels heavy and it feels like it's stimulating for your body, then you're going to be having the necessary adaptations after the workout. It's all, especially if you are very heavily motivated by numbers in the weight room, it's very tempting to assume that just because you haven't pushed a heavier weight in a while, or because you're not lifting a PR attempt every single time. This is like a very common mistake that beginners and novice lifters make, is that when they lose their newbie gains and they start to move in towards becoming an intermediate lifter where you can't hit a PR every single week or every single new training cycle, they think that they're not making progress, but it's just that the rate of progress has slowed down. And sometimes, especially if you're an athlete like me and you like to train multiple different qualities all at once, there'll be some qualities that when you stop training them for a while because you focus on other ones, it will fall off. And my strength probably has fallen off a little bit because I haven't been optimizing purely for squatting strength. In the past, I've maxed out at 140 kilos for a front squat, and today I was doing sets of 5 with a top set of 107.5. And working sets up to that was 101 and 105. In the past, I've done sets of 5 with in excess of 120. I think I've done 125 for 5 in the past when I was specializing in weightlifting. So the fact of the matter is, though, even though this is a lighter weight for 5 than I've done in a while, also I am recovering from my quad tendon pain, so it's actually progress that I'm doing this. But the fact that these reps actually felt stimulating is a very positive sign, because it means I'm still going to be making adaptations. So sprints were paired with med ball throws, and the front squats just did them on their own. 3 sets of 5, worked up to a top set of 107.5, as I said earlier. Just building a little bit on every set, focusing on really loading up the quads. I'm definitely guilty of this, especially on any kind of squatting movement, is to load up my hips. But front squats, by the nature of having the bar on the front side of your, on your collarbone and the front of your shoulders, you can't really dump as much of that weight into your hips. You have to load up your quads a lot more to stay nice and upright. So really focusing on loading up the quads as much as I possibly could to really get some stimulating reps on that left quad tendon, so that it's stimulated to increase the collagen synthesis and to grow a little bit thicker and stronger as I adapt and recover from this workout. Then I moved into some weighted pull-ups because I haven't done them in a couple of days. Worked up to a top set of 40 kilos for 5 reps, which is, as far as I can remember, a 5R MPR. I really should be checking back on my old training videos, but I don't think I've ever done 5 with 40 kilos in the pronated grip. I've definitely done it with a supinated grip, but supinated grip is easier for pull-ups. 5, I think 2 sets of 5 with 40 kilos is definitely a 5R MPR for me. Don't know if I give myself the last rep on the second set, but you guys can be the judge here, whether I got the full rep. But that's a good indicator that my pulling strength is improving. It'd be really cool to be able to get to the point where I can do half body weight for 5 reps, and I'm actually not that far off of that with this. I'm currently probably sitting at around 86, 87 kilos, so a plus 43, 44 kilo weighted pull up for 5 would be pretty sick to be able to get to. That's a good standard to have for body weight training. And then lastly, some accessory tricep extensions and rear delt flies with some lighter weights for higher reps. And that is pretty much it for today's workout, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.